Okay.
Nobody is talking.
Okay.
What are they even adding in War Thunder?
What are they adding?
Alright.
Are we serious right now?
I'm watching the trailer right now.
Hello,
No,
everybody.
Ari-
Okay, Judy, go for it. Ping everybody.
Comanche.
Alright.
They're adding the Comanche.
Dude, I know.
They're adding the Comanche. They're adding the Comanche and they're adding the F2A.
And the Patriot.
Okay.
Wait. I haven't got to that part.
Oh,
Alright,
spoiler.
everyone.
I haven't gotten to that part.
I can see you.
Alright, everyone, we are.
You're adding A120Cs? No fucking way, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Dude, that's just gonna ruin air.
They're gonna have to redo all of the top tier air maps.
And they're gonna have to change the pulse Doppler radar design once they're adding the F2.
Yeah.
I don't have everyone pings. Dang it.
They're adding a new mode?
Alright, actually, I don't have
being
everyone's
so bad.
permission.
Is the music loud enough for everybody?
I don't have everyone pings. Please ping them.
Yeah, hold on.
Patriots! Oh my god, they're adding the Patriots. They're adding the Patriots. And they're adding the Toyota with the A120s.
I know. I know, dude.
Swiss. They're adding Filipino and Swiss. Oh my god. They're adding Swiss sub-trees. They're adding the Swiss sub-trees. Holy bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be a German. It's gonna be a German tree.
Fuck. Yay, RH66.
Alright.
Yay, RH66.
I'll be right back. I have to go pick up my little sister from the bus. Give me a minute.
And there's the Filipino one, practically a repurposed trainers with cluster bombs, or what is that? No? What is that? They added something. It's the APS P80 or something. I don't know. C72B3, I think. What was that in the last clip? Hello?
Hello.
What was that in the last clip? The T72 thing.
I have no clue. Oh, here they are. Hello, everybody.
There seems to be a lot of us.
I lied to you all. There is no free nitro.
Yes.
You have been lied to.
Whoever offered nitro better have money. 'Cause there's a lot of us.
Nitro.
There's no nitro. But you're all in a video now.
I knew there was.
Is there worth on the
Johnny.
premium? I want nitro.
Fuck you. Hello.
Hello. I want War Thunder views.
Okay. We're talking about problems again. You know the drill. GD wanted it. Don't look at me. Okay. Holy shit, say something. You guys are so fucking awkward.
What do you want me to say?
Okay, let's start out with
Shadow.
let's go with this.
Here.
To come to the bus stop and then you're already in here. That's crazy.
Random.
Alright,
think you.
should I kick off the conversation?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, let's start. What do you guys want to start with? Hold on, do you guys want to start with anti-furries or furries? Which one? What's your guys pick?
Let's start with the antis.
Alright, antis.
Anti-furry.
Hold on, hey everyone, shut up for a moment. Shut up. Shut up. So, I have on my mind right now, what do you guys think of the edginess on this community? Because it is a big problem, and it's just absurd. How do you guys feel about it?
I think it's all random users' fault, personally.
It's pretty much just one of the more annoying parts in terms of actual problems, probably on the lower end, but it is really annoying to see everyone call us edgy.
Yeah, since
Probably won't make us approachable either.
I just feel like it's a big problem in this community because we're not here just to set death threats to random people who are simply just existing. We're here to inform people of what is up with the furry community because it is not good as it is right now.
Tell that to people.
I mean, I thought it was bad. I thought it was bad until I saw the furry Sherman. Oh, it's bad. We got. It's bad.
It's bad. We should stop with the edginess. Like, stop telling random furries to kill themselves. It's only gonna fuel the fire, and they're gonna have more reasons just to get mad at us and start making random nonsense about us.
Shoveling cars.
Hey, look, guys, show this to the audience.
So what? Oh yeah, this.
Hey,
Where's
I'm gonna
Pro?
stream DayZ. Anybody want to watch?
Stream whatever. Yeah, stream whatever.
No, fucking edgy is not the meaning that it's cool. Edgy is not cool.
No. It's just sad and depressing, really. People acting like that.
Look at the light.
Like, I've seen people just something not even remotely furry, but it's like if someone has like a comic of some like any anthropomorphic animal, first thing they say, kill yourself. I have
Okay.
a screenshot of someone who did that, and it's just
Here, we have another one coming in from the live chat right now. Okay. I think actually a part of the problem has to do with the generalization of all furries. What do you think about that?
We need
Okay.
to
Now
specify
that one-
what's a furry, what's someone from another fandom, and what's the difference between them.
Now
Okay.
that one is a little mind twisting because not all furries are equal. Not all are the same of how we generalize them. We shouldn't be generalizing them all based on one thing. Because
What if we
you can't generalize a community that does different things.
What if like we actually reveal the differences between like
Okay.
hating a community and what we are actually trying to do?
Random brings up a good point here. To be a furry is to willingly associate with that label and all that comes with it.
Hello, guys.
It makes a little more sense, but you have to know what you're associating with. Like which
Exactly.
There's multiple sides to this one fandom, so it's not it lines it up just a little bit, but it's not all the way.
Did you know that like
What
let's
Discord
go.
is this? It's the one linked on my channel.
Wait, are we live streaming this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live streaming.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
That means don't post anything weird in the chat, okay?
Please act mature, please. I'm not there to moderate the chat. I'll be back in a second.
You need to lock in, alright?
Yeah, just give me a second. My sister's getting out.
Look at that, you Scout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What if like
Am I being heard right now, please?
Yes, you are.
Sniper says that Blue Sniper owes him $5.
This guy.
Hold on,
Wait, did he already join the chat?
No.
Oh.
You owe me the
Alright, I'll be right
FA premium.
Okay. Something was brought to my attention earlier this morning. Doxing, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I think just based off that initial reaction.
Used against the truest of evils, aka zoophiles and pedophiles. If we can confirm that, then Doxing, sure.
I
Otherwise,
think-
I don't think it should be used.
I think that just first reaction of me even saying the word summed it all up pretty much.
It's just black magic like the N-word.
Okay, bro.
Just-
Hey, whoa. Nothing, bro.
okay.
That was a big, like, thing to swallow for me, my bad.
So yes, doxing,
No, I'm not
bad.
racist, by the way.
Okay, I know I've said this before, but reasonably, I
I
think
also see
it's
something-
it's pretty well thought out and shared among anti-furries that doxing is kind of a last-ditch thing, right?
And only used for, like, you know, porn
It's like
addicted
broken
people.
arrow. It's like
Oh yeah,
broken
I
arrow.
remember very end when
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
Aqua, like what Aqua said here, we only use it when we like actively have a lead or something on somebody.
When
Wait,
you have
exactly.
proof that they're actual pedophiles and or zoophiles, then it's,
like where we end both.
yeah, both is.
Okay, let's look at
I'll stop saying where we end.
I mean,
Gosh,
even then,
I feel like we should have a
kinda
list here.
pushing it.
I guess reporting to the police is better than.
Yeah, if you have the option
That's
to, you
fair.
definitely should.
I mean,
Let's
instead of
see.
like posting online, like we don't dox in like general, like nobody should dox. And instead of that, if you have their information, you should report it to the
Oh,
police.
somebody boosted the server. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
For a while.
Nice.
No.
I don't care.
All right.
Sorry. Can I?
Risco, no, you can't join.
I've been here for the past like 3 minutes.
I forgot I was muted. I'm back.
All right. I will also like. To say
Actually,
something after this guy.
interesting. Okay,
Right.
so here
So what is it now?
they're asking right now. Somebody in chat is a furry, and they're wondering if they can join to put on an equal perspective. Hearing it from all of you.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
talk right
That's
now?
fair.
Like,
That's fair.
Yeah. Do we want to
Assuming they don't start spamming the N-word, I don't give a shit.
if we like give them a
Holy
temporary like addition to the server and then we can just like remove them afterwards, that's fine.
yo, you're
Yeah.
about to get-
Someone should probably look at, make sure to double check if there's something that can happen.
Yeah, Risco, you can join.
Yeah, you can.
Can I-
There's nothing wrong with
Can I
it.
have you fucking heard, bro? I've been saying this fast for 3 minutes.
Yes.
Yes, you can. We can hear you.
Okay, you
No, I can.
Toilet. Be right back.
Okay, good. Sorry, I was just like in gym class.
I feel like the music's too loud.
Please don't
What
stop
music, bro?
music.
I'm
please.
playing music on the stream.
You can turn it down a little bit.
I'm gonna play Algebra Dash, so Halo can have it in the background.
No, I'm playing DayZ right now.
No. Algebra Dash. is
That's
better.
the.
Do any of you all remember Swords and Sandals?
What?
No.
No.
Nope. Okay. What else can we go over?
Next question.
Okay. Statistically. Okay.
You actively hate furries instead of knowing what's bad about them. You need to get a life.
See, there's a difference of like not liking someone of what they do, but if you're like dehumanizing them, that just sounds like
Yeah.
more of personal vendetta more than anything.
Yeah. Don't dehumanize people. Okay.
No, it doesn't matter who
It's
they
not
are.
my cup of tea, but I'm not gonna like dehumanize them or anything. You know what I mean? I just it's not like that stuff. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm not gonna like dehumanize them or anything. People can dislike stuff without.
Yeah, I agree with you too.
Without vilifying the other side. Yeah.
It's really annoying, honestly.
Okay. Next question. Statistically, the furry fandom has a lot more zoophilia than the general public. Statistically speaking.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It's confirmed.
And it's a real shame.
Do not
too,
lie.
like,
That's not what I'm getting at yet, okay?
zoophilia is more of a fetish.
Does that carry over to the other side that isn't that 15% through guilty by association?
Not
No, I don't know what that
I mean,
means.
that's guilty by association.
Are you like, if you're like, if for example, if your friend does that, are you defending them?
No,
Hell
it
no,
would
I'm
be
not.
defending
No,
them
That you are part of them.
If you were defending them because you did it as well, maybe yeah, that'd be bad. But
Yeah, but if you didn't know and you're still defending them, I don't know.
If you didn't know, that'd be fine.
I don't know.
That's a hard
What do you mean guilty until proven innocent?
Drosme says hi.
Holy bro.
Everybody say hi to Drosme.
Hello.
Yo.
Hi.
Drosme?
Oh,
Good.
Dros. I can't speak. Yeah.
All right.
Where's Drosme?
He's in the YouTube live
Can I,
chat.
also mention
Oh,
something
okay.
real quick.
He's in the YouTube thing?
Another
Drosme, why
problem
did you
I've been
block
seeing.
me? I did nothing wrong.
Okay.
Another problem. Could I
yeah,
mention
go.
something? If that's right.
Yes.
All right. What I've been also seeing on some anti-furry accounts, I've been seeing a little bit of like anti-Semitism. I don't know.
Oh, that's
I could
something I
feel
really
that-
want to touch on.
Because wait. Let me. Because like, some people have been calling furries Jews and shit, and it's like it kind of like counteracts or like.
I've noticed this a lot
Yeah,
in Troll HQ and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's very weird. It makes us look like it actually
Hey,
counterclaims to, like
actually-
our.
I think
It makes us look like Nazis.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
have-
I think
And
anti-furries are more
Now listen,
Yeah.
the anti-Semitism thing. Just stop. All right, just stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Just
there's no
stop
point
it
in
because-
dehumanizing one race because you hate someone.
And even if
Dehumanizing is just wrong in general. And I know for a fact, majority of
Uh-oh.
Furries here.
Okay,
Alright,
alright.
alright,
Go on, GD, go on.
This guy's
let me go on. Let me go on. I know
One
for a
at a
fact.
time, please. One at a time.
Alright, let me finish. Let me finish. I know that majority of us are Christians, right?
Yeah.
Majority, if not
Yeah.
all. And there's and then we have Nazis that are also Christians, and I start to wonder, like, why are you following a group that not only killed Jews but killed Christians as well?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Like.
And also, I still understand Jew hate.
I literally,
if you're
like-
Christian, you're taught to love everyone. Doesn't matter who they are, even if they're
Yeah.
Jewish. You know what they're
Because
wrong.
God loves
They killed
everybody.
more than just that. They killed anybody that they didn't like.
Anyone they didn't like. Yeah.
They hated disabled. They hated
I say
different
something
skin
real
color.
quick?
They hated
They
everything.
hated disabled, they hated the Roma, Jews, Sinti, anyone that opposed them.
You want to say
Even
something?
Serbs.
Nazis are
Hold on, wait. Chat, hold on. Guys, hold on. Soldier wants to say something.
Why is my mic gain like 3 times louder than everybody else? It's because I'm hooked up to OBS and they aren't.
What's up? What we talking about?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Okay, and building a little bit on that, you can have whatever reason for not liking a certain group of people. Whatever,
That's
okay?
perfectly fine.
Whatever.
It doesn't mean
But
you gotta be a big a-hole about it.
as
That's
that
my
shouldn't
problem.
carry over onto the title of Anti-Furry.
Exactly.
Yeah, hate is not to be a part of any.
Yo, let me tag in real quick. My problem is people are just like big a-holes about it. Like, if you don't like
Yeah.
someone, you don't gotta be annoying. Like,
You gotta thug it out by yourself.
but when you act like a 12-year-old child,
Unpopular
then nobody's gonna
opinion,
listen.
but it doesn't matter your religion. You should love all. Doesn't matter what religion, race.
I don't
or
gotta
identity
love
you
everybody.
generalize.
Like,
You should not generalize the public. That just makes you less.
Exactly,
People
bro.
equally.
yeah, it's not racism if you hate everyone equally.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly, bro.
Bye, draws me.
We're so cooked, bro.
Oh
We're
yeah, I'm
so
on the
cooked,
list.
bro.
Yeah, you
There goes your career. There goes your career.
No, I'm on the no-fly list. One Burger King helmet.
I never had one to begin with.
Spirit doesn't let me on there no more.
Man, please have a water.
Yeah, I'm special.
The second y'all mentioned Israel, the people are arguing in the chat now about the.
Oh,
Please
great.
do this. Where?
Live chat.
In the call chat, they're like.
Whatever.
Call chat, they're
It's
arguing
fine.
about it now.
Uh-oh.
They're having infighting. They're having infighting.
Talking about the law on the internet. We all talk about.
Okay, leave politics aside. We should leave politics aside.
Okay for you? Just.
And Soldier says, ignore what I said.
May I jump in? We should leave politics aside. Especially in this discussion.
Of course, yeah, we should. And we should look at, like,
We're having a civilized discussion. I think it's important we leave politics out of it
Now,
as that gets
okay.
heated. very
Because-
quickly.
All right,
Man.
speaking of civilized discussion, let me hop into this a little bit.
Yeah?
It
Politics do
really
not
doesn't
create
matter.
civilized discussions. You
It
have a
doesn't
better
really
chance of
matter.
giving everyone
Hey,
Let me
one
finish.
at a time. One at a
Let me
time.
finish, damn it. It doesn't matter what we say, like if it's politics or not. I remember last video that we talked about this. Remember Halo? There's just one furry that didn't bother to watch at all our discussion and just ignored everything and started spamming us. You know,
Was it, by the way? I forgot.
Oh yeah,
that's a big
there was.
problem.
I think it's still actually on there.
Yeah, it is. It's still on there. It saddens me the fact that people just will ignore what we say and not bother to actually read and listen and think about it. You know?
Isn't that called virtue signaling or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm stupid.
Whatever it is, it's pretty annoying, but we should not do the same to them.
Exactly.
After all,
We have
can
to-
find some problems in their argument and use them against it.
Or we
Just
can improve from what they
explain.
say. At least
Explain
take
to it in
basic
baby
business.
terms because they love it in baby terms. But then they're gonna start getting salty because we're actually right.
What the fuck?
And that's why I'm here, just to buy anything, like, whatever.
Alright.
That's good, man. Thank you.
Now, what else you guys want to talk about?
Could I say something as well too? I need to think. So, I'd say like hypocrisy and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because I think there's I think I heard there was like some anti-furs that were like, you know, pedophiles. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Hypocrisy exists in both fandoms.
Pedophiles should be executed via gunshot. That's not even a question, it's an answer.
Yeah, sure it is.
It's a very general issue. It's really hard to like target one side for hypocrisy.
How does one even not? How does one even like someone that's like?
Because they get no hose. They get no hose. That's why.
We're getting off track.
Yeah, let's get on track again. Let's go on track. Yeah.
All right. Next topic. Let me think for a moment. This is gonna be on the furry side. Let's start with the stereotypes. The stereotypes and how they think. Let's think about it a little bit.
Okay, what stereotypes?
They always stereotype us with the same 8-year-old kid who just got off school, and all we do is just deliberately go out of our way to make them mad.
That annoys me so much, you don't even know.
And it's the same thing with random games. Like, I'm just, even then on their side, it's just like, it's pretty much the same thing on their side, repeated to us. They're like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of 8-year-old furries that are coming on and saying the most wacky things. I remember I was, like a month or so ago, I was in a casual server of Upward on Team Fortress 2, right? It was a brand new server. It was pregame, pregame round, and I see immediately in the chat someone was talking about how Fuda Yif is good.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to get me fucking demonetized?
When the Sam Sigma was that, bro? What the fuck?
Dude, you just got me demonetized. Luckily, I'm not even monetized in the first place, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But
okay.
It's just
Keep
sickens
this
me the fact that-
non-millimeter.
You're not monetized.
But it just sickens
Not
me the fact
monetized.
that people will openly talk about this. They openly
Yeah,
talk about porn a lot.
plus, guess what? With kids around, bro, and it pissed
Yeah,
me
there
off.
was. Yes, listen, there was a kid in the voice chat at the time. I said, bro, don't say that.
Exactly.
And then you got vote kicked literally the next minute later.
Make Shane great again.
Make shame great again, indeed.
Make shaming great
Why would we
again.
shame people, bro? Like, I don't understand. It's not bullying. It's just like
Persecution is a very real thing. Public persecution is a very real punishment.
Even the furry agrees with us on that
Well, I
one.
don't
Oh
mean
my
public
gosh.
Persecution. That's different. That's like
Anti-furry cringe is gonna have a field day with that one.
I don't know if I'm using the.
It's wild though to me, the fact that people will just go around and talk about how good they just jerked off.
Yeah, like tell them, like, bro, that's fucking weird.
That is not normal.
I appreciate.
It is weird. It's like, bro. It's so weird.
The individual, but here's the thing. In school I go to, I have a friend in my seminar class, and he says to nearly every day he sends one of my other friends like these AI chatbots. I don't think I need to go any further. But this guy, he absolutely, he's, and I like to say this is an anti-furry as well. This is
What?
This guy is an anti-furry as well. And then this is not to target a community, but this is to prove a point that I believe targeting that calling out individuals should not represent an entire community.
No.
Yeah, just
because you guys are very respectful.
Oh, of course.
At least you call out the individual, at least, bro. I'm not saying generalize everybody, like, you know, I understand that.
Anyway, we're pointing out individuals, but we're not generalizing the entire community because that's just one person in a big community, you know?
Yeah, because I dislike going onto like social media, especially, and then I'll see like some guy with like,
Oh my god, Josh.
Anti-furry naval
What the fuck?
commander, like
Yeah,
on some like furry girl's page, going, I'll make it.
Joshua!
Bro, I seen that too. It's funny as shit. Yeah.
Let me check the chat real quick.
Also, by the way, I want to say something. I understand there's like a problem, like every single.
Online, bro. Cross got absolutely done fucking dirty, bro.
Yeah, after I yelled at him.
Who?
Oh no way! Well, let's
She's on Instagram now.
I gotta see this.
Oh
Which
yeah, that guy that was in
Oh, yikes.
Oh, and
What happened to bro? What happened to bro?
Dude, the automaton soundtrack kicking in, perfect
I need to
timing.
go check my cat's food and water real quick.
Whatever. But what I was gonna say.
Saying.
Well, what I'm gonna say is that.
Oh god, who let you in?
Oh, and those are trying to. And people are trying to defend.
Oh yeah, that. I remember that. I remember that.
Is that actually Cross or is that fake?
Yeah,
those two.
Wait,
Yeah,
what? Can somebody send me the? Can somebody send me his name? Because I don't know what y'all are talking about. I want to see too.
Oh, here. Let me just like send this username.
No way, that's.
Just send it to general.
Let
Dude.
me just see.
So what did I come back to? What are we talking about now?
A lot.
It's about
Lot. Yeah, how I'm just getting. What's called the username?
There's a lot of people.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, great. Who let you back in?
I did.
Who led the dog back?
That is so
I don't know.
Okay. No more VC chat for you guys. You guys lost it.
But, alright. So what else?
To be the server's physical therapist again, I might have to leave.
Whoever posted that Ford driver.
I did that last time.
Yeah, we know you let us do it. We know.
No, that was other things.
Alright, what do you have then? I have no
Well, I
idea.
don't know, what do I have? I just joined.
What do you have?
For me.
Let's see here.
The topic. You don't
I have
see
a
the
topic.
live
Porn
stream
addiction.
name?
Porn addiction.
Porn addiction exists on both
What
sides.
No, I know, but like, bro.
A lot more saturated in the furry community.
This is
Dude,
the stream, I might get in
it's
trouble.
so bad, like, bro.
So, I recently saw this. I've looked into it a little myself.
In fact,
statistically, it's one in actually, it's a fuck. I just saw it. Never mind. Carry on.
Apparently, 1 in 20 furries does not weekly beat their meat.
Okay,
And the average male was apparently beats their meat 40 times a month.
I don't do
Okay.
That's correct.
I found it again.
Multiple times a day.
I actually did read.
In the U.S., regularly, it's 1 to 3.
1 to 3.
1 out of every 3 males or women, it's equal.
Alright,
Watch this.
So right now, Amulet just gave me a good question. He says, should we talk about the pedophiles that pretend to hate furries?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I mean, pedophilia. Things
he
like.
says, for example, Major Crew.
Oh my god, yes, dude.
Yeah. Like, derelicts.
Yeah, it's like so many people.
On both sides, there are derelicts and like scum that exist.
Dude, he literally drew people getting decapitated and then went and prowled over a 12-year-old furry, bro. Like, that's like, dude.
Goes my comfort art.
Yikes.
I'm so used to it.
Shut up, soldier.
I watch it for fun.
Shut your goofy ass up.
I punch metal for fun.
Okay, Timmy Tough Knuckles.
Really badass.
I can't take people like that serious.
Yeah,
I can't
It's
even
hard to take people like that serious.
I can't take you serious. You know that.
I know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, good sir.
Okay,
You're coming from my brother, that's wild.
let's see here.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Right. You did
Goon slap content.
Goon slap?
Mostly gaslighting, or what's it called? Rage baiting.
Rage baiting, that's a good one.
Oh,
Rage
yeah.
baiting.
Content is rage baiting.
Yeah, you know a lot about rage bait. You do it to me all the time. Now go. Guess what?
Oh yeah, no, I know a lot about rage bait.
Come on, let's hear it.
What?
What do you think about gaslighting and rage baiting on both sides of the fandoms? Our fandom, the other fandom.
Rage baiting is pretty stupid.
Annoying. Sometimes it's annoying.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's called for.
Ruin our reputation if we act
Now-
like complete dumbasses every fucking second.
Found's watching. Okay.
It's annoying when somebody falls for it and they make a big deal out of it. It's like, bro, put the phone down. They're not gonna hurt you. Like, cyberbullies when I put the phone down and walk away. Like,
Yeah.
what are they gonna do about it?
Yeah,
Cyberbullies
see,
when I
that's
put the
also-
phone down, bro.
Yeah, that's also
yeah.
in our community. All right, that's also
Cyberbullies when I
Everywhere, man.
Bro, like,
To
dude.
annoy the fuck out of people who take shit seriously.
Now listen. It's also a problem in our community more than it is in the furry community. You know, the biggest example is CEO of Trolling, formerly known as AF. I still call him AF because of that.
Another anti-furry.
He still didn't take my VA request from like 8 months ago.
Can I say something? He's kind of cringy,
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
and yeah, he just keeps trolling, which is just basically gaslighting and rage baiting.
Who is this?
CEO of trolling now, manager.
He's gone now. He's gone now,
Yeah,
dude.
he's gone. It still annoys me the fact that he just goes out of his way to troll and just doesn't help, even though after we tell him this multiple times.
Yeah.
Ironic coming from somebody who
At
wants
least rage bait some PDF files or something.
Yeah, unironically, he was trying to talk about Unity, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go troll every single server I see." And then he's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, biggest thing I've seen in this community is that there's just a lot of hate in general, and like just immaturity.
Called for.
Yeah, because people.
But a lot of times measures aren't called for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people just kind of do what they think is right.
Yeah,
A lot of times it's not. It's like if you think something's wrong, then go out of your way to find the facts. Don't be annoying and do doxing and stuff. Like, how are you gonna make yourself look like the better guy if you're gonna make yourself look like the worst guy?
Hold on.
If you want to-
Speaking of facts,
no, do the right thing.
shameless plug.
My bank card has been doxed before in my
Yeah,
house.
but listen, there's a difference between doxing and doxing an actual criminal. I don't condone doxing when it's just, oh, you're trying to win an argument. Let's just dox this guy because screw him, right? But when it comes to actual illegal people that are doing illegal things, then I say, yeah, you could dox.
Oh my gosh, GD supports doxing. I'm uploading this to r/anti-furry cringe right now. It's over for you, dude. It's over for you.
Bro, who's mom?
It's dude. Dude is talking through like an iPhone 6 right now.
Only the premium quality. I'm using a cheap $5 JLab headphones. That it works.
Yeah,
I need to get money.
About doxing.
I find it disgusting from Jagger777 in the YouTube live chat. I find it disgusting that you can't even see
It's
Jaeger. My bad.
This is actually
Hold on.
My bad. It is Jaeger.
it's actually
That you can't even say pedophile.
Wow,
This actually would be, for my own community, if I may speak.
Oh no, it has nothing to do. Okay, never mind. I'm not.
Okay.
Something I noticed with my own community is that there's a lot of like mentally unstable people, like a lot of mental disorders.
Oh, tell me about it. Don't even get me started.
Oh, brother.
Wanna be Jesus Christ.
Settle down.
Let's all just speak.
Wait, I'm speaking? Okay, wait. I don't know if y'all remember the garage, but I spent most of my time breaking fights and like trying to like be the therapist of the server.
That's what we
And a
did.
lot of times people wouldn't listen to me, and it kind of got me mad because it's like, okay, I need you to apologize to him over this like stupid argument, but one person's got an ego and one person's stubborn, and like, what do you want me to do?
I was the stubborn one.
Okay, well,
I literally got demoted in Troll HQ for muting Nazis.
Oh, okay, that's
Bro.
so we like to call it gaslighting.
Wait, like, can I say something real quick, like dead ass? Like, when I hear a fascist person speak, like, I'm sitting there in my chair or like on my bed, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Actually, I have something I want to ask, Mr. Briscoe. I want to get your perspective on this, since that's why the whole reason you're here, right?
Yeah, that is.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I've noticed quite a bit that the furry community in general will actively go against the anti-furry community, which is fair, right?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the name.
But they go over it for these different types of reasons, like doxing, like we've been over, homophobia, anti-Semitism, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But then when we bring up groups like mine that don't practice any of that, and instead simply point out the problems in your own community.
Yeah,
Give it some lore.
We simply
I
fall
believe-
short of that margin as well.
I think it's very fair, and that's why I am like still a follower of your channel. I haven't like stopped because I appreciate your community that you've built up. But if we're talking about the large, there's like different sub sectors of your.
Oh,
community.
I am well aware of that.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
a lot of toxic people out there, and it kind of gets my community a little worried that someone's gonna get hurt. Because as I said, a lot of mental instability in my community, and a lot of people who are gonna get very easily offended or like even broken over things like that. Because I'm pretty sure it's a statistic that a lot more furries are suicidal. And
Now, let me add to
It
that real
is.
quick. Let me add to that. It's just, why are you making it your problem? If we're not targeting you specifically, why is it now your problem? We're not worrying about you. You're worrying about us. Don't worry about us to be fine.
I'm
What?
worrying about both communities.
Yeah,
I'd
no, I'm
say.
talking about like individuals. Like,
Yeah.
there's one. We did another video like this. I helped Halo make it, where we were talking about these discussions. Someone didn't even bother to even look at the video or even listen to even interpret what's going on, and I just started spamming the comment section. Like, why is it your problem that you saw this and went out of your way to try to make us quote unquote mad? Like, if it's not your problem, don't worry about it. If it's not going
Immaturity is a big problem just in, I think, not even specifically these two communities, just like every community in general.
Yeah, every community. There's just a lot of uninformed people that just say the first thing that comes up into their mind.
Yeah, immaturity is a huge problem in both bases. But from my experience, there has been a little
Like
more.
Mike Tyson said, the internet made people way too comfortable saying shit and not getting punched in the face for it.
Brilliant quote.
Yeah, you might have to turn your mic gain a little down for that.
Yeah, but I do appreciate you guys do a very like virtuous way, where you like
Absolute Cinema. Someone gets it. Finally. I thought it would never happen. Absolute Cinema. I respect that.
You know, I thought about it one day, and it all trailed back to like the early day garage. You remember? I think Grind's the one that kind of started this whole be more responsible thing.
He definitely did.
I give credit
He
to
definitely
that.
did. Let's.
I give it to him, bro.
That being said, now that I presented a problem in my own community, I'd like to say immaturity in the anti-furry community is a massive problem. In fact, I used to be quite immature, but yeah. I mean, everybody used to be immature, but in this community, not saying like the one you, Halo, have built up here, but just the larger community, there's a lot of immature people, immature folk that'll, as seen in the rules, go like, oh, Heil Hitler, kill all furries.
Get some flaming
Yeah.
I've seen a lot.
That's the whole reason.
There's an app that I have on my phone. I don't know if you guys know it, but it's called iFunny.
Yes, Random. Grind lives.
Okay,
Grind
we'll
lives in
stop
our
you right
heart.
there, bro.
Yeah.
We're just gonna press this server mute button right
First
here.
Amendment only goes so far, dude. When I hear iFunny, I swear. No.
Hey, what does a server mute button do?
There's a lot of anti-furry apps. I think it's
Control point.
Control point.
But I remember seeing the post. I would probably find it if I still have it on my phone. But found a post. It was a comic. It wasn't remotely furry. It wasn't remotely sexual at all. Nothing. And just because this dude sees a human-like chicken and a human-like cat, first the top comment is his comment. All he says is "kill yourself." That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just immaturity level is crazy.
That sounds like the
Unironically, listen, unironically, he also follows porn accounts. Hey, listen, guess what kind of porn accounts? What's even funnier, the hypocrisy of it? He follows furry porn accounts.
Damn! That's literally my friend. I swear, that's literally my friend from school. That is actually.
Hey, I have something to say. This guy is literally, when he says KYS, he's literally just reflecting of what he wants to do to himself. Literally. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's something I noticed too. With like general, I had some people I knew go through this. General like porn addictions and stuff can really be bad for your mental health.
Terrible for
people
you.
ignore that.
Short and long term.
And what sucks is that like that stuff gets advertised as good for you, and It's sort of like it's I classify it as an addiction because it feels good when you do it, but it hurts you after you're done. And
Pornography is literally one of the worst drugs in the world.
it's one of the worst addictions because you don't know it's an
I can
addiction.
confirm that it is stupid.
Just doing push-ups.
Wait.
You just need to look up PORN and
There's a thing with
you now have a difficult addiction that's very easy to fall back in.
There's I know it's such an easy one to get to because it's so easy to access.
It's
as
literally
compared to like drugs or alcohol, and people think it's bad because it's not physical. It's not like a physical, like it doesn't physically hurt you, but mentally you never notice it, and it really kills you.
Yeah, it also saddens me how normalized it is.
It ruins your neurons, making you more addicted.
But
No, but listen, guys.
Holy
guys,
shit.
It's supposed to increase your life expectancy. Guys, don't forget, jerking off helps you.
Because that is Twitter.
We leave right switch.
Jerking off, guys. Guys, you don't understand.
Pornography.
We should probably leave this topic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to stay on it.
Yeah.
It's grossing me out. Please stop.
It saddens me the fact that people just normalize it. They
Okay.
normalize it. Like, you hear talk about it all the time. That just people are like, yo, like if you're sad, just jerk off, bro.
Okay. Let's end it on this, okay? Let's just end it on this, okay? Porn, statistically, bad for you. If you watch porn, you don't need to share it, okay? You don't need to share it.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Okay, so even statistically, I know it's like bad for you statistically, but like.
And if you watch it, okay, you don't need to share it. I feel like I need to reiterate this. You don't need to share it.
You don't need to share.
It's the same thing like taking a shower, okay? Taking a shower, good. You don't need to share how you took a shower to anyone around you, okay?
I believe you. Well,
You don't need to get into the details.
Okay, something I want to bring up too is a lot of furries get labeled immediately. Oh, you're probably a porn addict. I'm in a smaller community, smaller group. That's not true. Like nearly no one in the group I'm in watches porn and just genuinely. We're like nearly all asexual.
Yeah,
So,
something I noticed with what
I
you
think-
said is you had to isolate yourself from everybody else just to not
Yeah.
be classified as that.
Yeah,
I get
no,
it. I get it.
Yeah, I
But
do not
that
associate with
that's
that.
even an option. Really tells
Yeah,
bigger
the fact
picture,
that
so
you
sometimes
even-
can't blame them for assuming.
Yeah, and it's the same way with both communities, right? You guys are a lot more mature than most anti-furries I see around.
It's
so
sad, really.
yeah,
They piss me off more than you guys do. I'm telling you.
It does to me, yeah. I've got-
Bots.
Yeah,
Reset.
Yeah. Especially with the memes. The anti-fur memes are kind of pissing me
No,
off.
no. Those.
I'm
what are they
hurt.
called? What are they
I'm
called?
hurt. GD, you hurt me.
Where it's what's it called?
What?
What are they called? Bait switch?
Yeah.
Those are the ones. Bait switch. I don't know who thought those were funny.
As soon as I
Maybe
figured
the
it
first
out,
ever one, maybe. You know, like when it first came out, maybe it was funny, but after that, just like.
Yeah.
That's literally the only content I see. Like whenever it's like, oh, anti-furry meme, and it's just the joke is porn, but it's cut off. What the fuck
It's
is
just not
that?
porn.
It's like the joke is porn, JK, something like Warhammer or some military something, dude.
Oh, guys, Virgil, look, Virgil,
Marching.
I feel called out.
There's a, yeah, there's a.
Ultra, it's always ultra kill. It's like, can you just like
status memes?
I'm gonna ultra kill myself later. Like.
They're called status memes. Yeah.
Myself. You know how many times I heard that? Like.
It's about to
So
hit.
tired of those memes, dog.
Ultra kill.
Yeah.
It's
Like I'm gonna ultra kill myself.
It's just a limit.
over and over
It's
again.
just a limit. It's just a
No
limit.
joke or meme or anything is funny after being used 100 times.
That's like, bro. Oh my god.
You gotta change it up, not gonna lie.
It's really annoying.
I feel very targeted.
I'm gonna be 100% honest. There's some people probably jerk off to the
Who is
beginning of
underwater?
Yeah, are you underwater right now?
Wait, who's underwater?
It's Yamo.
Momo.
Like, Mandisa, what's up? Please help me.
I'm drowning.
I mean,
Under a Motorola.
about the
Motorola. Okay, that
anti-furry
makes
memes, in my opinion,
All right.
Me personally, man, I'll put your potato. Just upgrade your potato.
All right, hold on. Before we, all right, we need to switch the topic. We're getting a little out of hand. All right, lads, we're getting a little.
wait.
All right, let's go. I want something else. What else do you want to talk about? Since you're here, I'll let you have it for now. What do you have in mind to talk about?
about taking action. I mean, I think anti-furry movement is being meaningless because we are spreading the message, but not what it must be do to change it.
Yeah, a lot of times I notice people are all bark, no bite, you know? It's like, hey, let's spread hate, but let's have no reason behind it whatsoever. And even then, hate in itself is not going to do any good. Like, if you just hate people without reason, you're going to look like a 12-year-old who is staying up way past his bedtime on his phone. Like, that's why early days in the garage, you know, we try to convince people, like, don't act like a child, because nobody's going to listen to you. You're gonna sound like a
over
bull
time, we got away from it, which I like, but then everyone.
we once we started getting older, like, dude, I don't want to do with none of it. Like,
and then it all changed when the Fire Nation attacked, aka Cross.
Look, I'm not gonna diss on him, but I feel like he just should have grown up.
I am because
I'm a little uneducated. What happened?
We're trying to push away from the 12-year-old narrative, and he's saying it.
So I just need like confirmation. I am a Christian, by the way.
Yeah, we all.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm Orthodox.
Lutheran.
Pentecostal.
No.
Christian. All right. I don't care.
Someone is Christian, Jewish, Muslim, Indian,
Yeah.
whatever.
And they call us racist, bro. Like, dude, I've seen Muslims, I've seen Jews, I'm Orthodox, I've seen Catholics, Lutheran, like, bro. Oh my god.
It's a political thing.
No, but like,
I'm not getting into politics because I'm gonna get arrested again. I can't do that.
Okay, what else do we have to talk about?
I don't want to get in this hole with Big Joe again. Not again.
Not again.
Another topic we could discuss is the games.
Alright, back to the point, back to the point.
I guess
back to the point.
I have something I want to ask. I've been thinking about it for a long time. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I wanted to say it now. Should we drop the AF alias as a whole and change it into something a little more accurate?
Like,
not much.
Like what?
Yeah, like not much.
Like the neo
I didn't know that.
And how the fuck do we not get it immediately replaced by the old AF brand? Because
Well,
first
'cause-
we'll just call us old and the same as the
Too
old.
many 10-year-olds just kind of like screw name.
Rebrand.
I think that's fair.
People are still AF.
Hold on. I was trying to say, like, when people see that, they think we are anti-furry as a whole. Like, we don't like the entire AF community. We're against the entire thing. That's not who we are.
No.
Yeah, because too many 10-year-olds like screwed up our name by raiding and annoying stuff.
I also was
Yeah.
thinking about that too. I was thinking like anti-retardation, but that's like
Yeah.
offensive.
Well, maybe not that, 'cause that's like apparently Twitter made that a slur, but you know.
Are you guys talking about a different branch of the?
No, different
the,
name, different name.
Those different branches different branches kind of have no meaning. It's just people.
It's just
in the
more
same community
military
with other
division,
people.
military slop.
Yeah.
Like,
what is different about your community that's in the same community that you're already in? What's so different about it? Like,
It's just you like different military, or like I've seen a bunch of communist furries. I've seen that separate branch.
Oh god, those are annoying.
EFA is the communist.
I recommend
He is.
doing it simply for
Yeah.
the fact that it will
I'm about a
be
Tom
too annoying.
Speaking of which, do any of you have a screenshot of that? Yeah, you screenshot that because that was on my old phone. My old phone's gone now, so I need that.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was a bad idea.
What was I gonna talk about? Crap.
You guys
Okay. So the thing is about
one at a time. One at a time. One at a time.
The thing is about changing our name, right? Obviously, it has its pros, like you guys just listed. We wouldn't be associated with any of the Doxers, the Nazis, and the children, right? Yes.
And we would be
But the problem with that, and I understand that you guys, I understand that you guys wouldn't immediately like get this. But how many of you joined from my channel? I'm gonna just make a bold assumption, assume it's practically all of you, right? Exactly. Okay. Point exactly, right?
Okay.
How many of you would have seen this server if it wasn't for me being an anti-furry?
I mean,
no one.
No one.
Trolling.
Publicity, yeah.
I joined your server from
The name anti-furry comes with that publicity. If you change it, you remove that publicity. There's no more meaning behind it unless you definitively explain it.
Because of anti-furry stuff.
Is it like changing? Do we do this for the girls, Halo?
We also won't have any starting people besides ourselves. No,
So I don't.
But it won't be difficult for furries to claim that they were simply just the other anti-furries, you know, the Nazis. So it will could essentially just turn into us becoming.
How about this? I have an idea, alright? Why don't we just call us non-Nazi
Yeah,
anti-furries?
so agree, because
Yeah, there has to be a better name for that, but yeah.
Working, and what are the chances of them just turning us into the other, into an other slur? Like, I don't know, they could call us communists, they could call us fascists, they could call us anarchists.
I kind of.
They will call us something bad.
I kind of kind of chuckled when you called communists a slur.
Because it is.
Yeah.
Everything is
yeah, I know.
Everything is a slur.
I feel like there's no point in changing the name, but we could probably like change the nickname of like our own community because there's no point in changing it because that's how we're known.
Cool AF. You know what that stands for?
Oh, what does that stand
I mean,
for?
listen, the name is earned by the things
I
we
don't think
do.
it's the name so much, but I think it's changing what the name means. Because I know we did this in the garage too. Once me, my brother, and Grind, we kind of came up with the idea to like, okay, we gotta stop acting like children. And all the people that would join our server from, what was it, Button? They would come in our server, they would act childish, and we would like teach them, like, don't act like that, man. Go do the research.
So I looked in your live chat and I see someone saying the Jews won. What is going on?
Spore! God damn it, you piece of shit! We've talked about this!
I just looked at live chat right now.
You got bought out by BlackRock or something?
God damn it.
Yeah, listen. What? Bolt the Superdog. The Jews killed Jesus though. Yeah. So.
Okay. Jesus was a Jew.
Yeah.
Okay. It was scripted.
Jesus
Way of saying it, but it was scripted.
allowed the Jews to crucify him so he could, like, save us from our sins.
And not
God
only that,
damn it, Swore.
This wasn't like ethnic persecution at all because Jesus.
Swore, this is the type of shit we're talking about!
Yeah, let's get back to.
You're in the server, for God's sake!
Get him out. Have a good night. You're gone. You're banned.
Man.
You're banned.
You're banned.
I've always wanted to.
What was this?
What even is?
Okay,
Jesus.
Let people speak, please.
Christ, bro.
there's two in particular that, as of the current time, stand out above the others. And that's Backboy and Frog.
Oh,
What do we think about them in particular?
The lolly supporter, aka the
Frog.
You need to turn your move on. Oh my goodness, that's not bro.
Frog added me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, listen, Frog will literally
See, you know who those two people? Hold on, wait a second. You know who those two people are examples of? When you feed the gaslighter, and they get popular, and then they just go for it.
That's kind of facts, though.
You feed the troll. Ultimately, it's kind of your guys' fault.
And the thing is, he makes it like his entire personality.
Ha,
Not
ha.
even his own like furry side. He's making it his entire personality.
That's your fault.
Anti-furries against... The anti-furries against pedos, zoos, commies, Nazis, cornballs, retards, and porn. The AF, AP, ZC, and CRP.
Memory.
Of course.
Not the
What the
LGBTQIA.
fuck?
I hope this is sarcasm because that would
That
be
low-key
too
sounds like a
annoying.
UTC name.
Okay. Let's see here.
That sound like yeah, no, never mind.
Dog, it sounds like A, B, C, D. Like, bro, please. Like, bro.
12-year-olds in our comment section don't know how to do that.
Goo goo gaga. Mommy, feed me something cringe.
Oh my god, who's saying
Oh, I'm muting soundboard. Who's doing that?
I just did it.
Why'd you
Anti-furry cringe user that really likes
Yes. Oh my god. We should just talk about that in general.
Stanley MOV, and Stanley MOV is a really freaky MF. Alright? I'm gonna just send one image inside the BC stuff. It's not anything too bad, but yeah.
I did do it. One of these VCs asked me to help him with his.
You cannot outmatch my freak.
No, but listen.
My name is Uncle Freakster.
In general.
Send Stanley to France now.
Listen, that whole subreddit, the anti-furry
like Stanley MOV.
GD, we need more GD.
I was saying DUI.
Oh, you watch it? Okay.
There's a toilet paper with the anti-furry.
Wait, Halo, Ultra Kill. It's way more fun than that.
No. Algebra Dash.
Yeah, Garden Forking Pads.
Dude, Ultra Kill's gonna shatter my bitrate.
Oh, guess what? Did you know Saber Spark was a PDF file? Couldn't be me. Like, I literally just because
I hate Saber Spark so much.
he's such a goon slapper.
Y'all know Freedom Tunes?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Bro.
Yeah.
Freedom Tunes called him a right-wing cartoonist. Freedom Tunes is not a
He's
right-wing
literally
cartoonist.
moderate.
And then Saber Spark apologized to Freedom Tunes and then deleted the apology. Like how? Like dude.
Yikes. Okay,
He's such a redditor.
terrible, awful. But let's stay on topic here.
Alright, hold on. Let me I have a new topic. Let's just talk about the two subreddits, Anti-Furries in Action and Anti-Fur Cringe.
Okay.
Yes. Dude,
Those
they
Reddits
drew
are
porn
really just
of CEO. I know nobody cares about CEO, but they literally drew CP of him, bro.
Yeah, that's
It's
bad.
so gross.
That's
You're
bad.
being trolled, you're gonna get trolled.
I'm also not sure if anyone here knows about
Unbelievable. And on top of that, the zoophile or pedophile that was a moderator.
Now, one guy had a lead from the Garden of Handley and Lele profile pic, if I heard correctly.
Yeah, that's the whole.
With it. Some extremism, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember the subreddit. One bad one is Anti-Furry Republica.
That one
It's actually a furry-based server.
Of course.
Alright.
Oh man, I'm sure like the bird
I'm
birds
out
have
of
their own.
Incest game.
Have a good night, guys.
What are you talking about?
Hold on, guys. I actually have to tell you something really funny about r/anti-furry cringe.
Alright,
What's up, bro?
It's the funniest story. It is the funniest story.
Watch me be the
Trust
lamest
me.
story, bro. Watch me be the lamest
Alright, we trust you. Go on ahead.
Alright, I need to share my screen for evidence. Alright. So,
If it's crop porn, I'm killing him.
it's not. It's not. So,
Better be.
so they're doing this like edgelord wall, right?
Do I even want to click on Ernie's stream right now?
This
Yeah, let me see. Hold on.
next, right? This guy.
Oh no, it's fine.
That's
It's
me.
fine.
That's my personal account. I literally use that Reddit account personally.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they added Halo on there. Okay,
This is
I don't
my
understand.
account, literally Ernie Clan.
I saw what's his name again? Yeah, Anti-Drink Up. Why is he
What
on
is-
there? We could
I've-
specifically have said this multiple times.
Wait, what is this? I haven't looked at the Reddit in a while. What? I'm confused.
So they're doing this like
Anton.
This is like an Invincible reference,
I don't get it.
right? And I say put this edgelord next, right? This is my personal account, right? He says perfect picture.
I don't get what is this supposed to like? What's the joke here? I don't get this.
The person who said put the
Hi.
this edgelord next, that is me, and he put me on
But-
the edgelord wall.
But like, what is the point of this? I don't get.
It's
I don't
funny.
Okay.
Also, I got this legendary screenshot.
Jesus. Okay, let's move into closing thoughts here.
Yeah, okay, there's another person in chat. I don't know, I can't tell. I don't know if he's anti-Zionist or like anti-Semitist, because he's saying someone's Israeli and then calling them a murderer because of it.
What's an anti-Zionist?
Yeah.
Zionists are Jews.
Alright? Like, dude.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not here for chaos.
Alright? I know. If you want to say something else, say something else. Alright? Say something else if you want. Because I know you're here to talk genuinely, and you haven't talked that much. Say something if you have something on your mind.
Any other closing thoughts here?
Well, I think here, pretty good thing to mention. As you can see, we have someone just like hating, like out of nowhere. Like hate, as I said already, big problem.
Seen that one before.
Oh
yeah. I mean, we've gone there, but I think it's important to like more flesh out this. But like,
What is there really to say about this?
it's a big problem, and I think
It is.
It has to do with the general view on the furry community from an anti-furry perspective, because not talking about this one that you built here again, but and the bigger one, the bigger encompassing one, they push a lot of just immature
we're just
hatred,
gonna-
which radicalizes people, and I think like radicalization is a pretty big problem in the community.
It's more of people are uninformed.
Radicalization is a problem all across the internet. It's just more visible
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people
also
like
in
say what's on their heart without repercussions, really. Because they're not informed about anything, so they always assume and then go with stereotypes, and then a lot of people get mad about it. Like, you made those stereotypes to begin with, and you followed it. You didn't second question nothing. Second guess, sorry, I can't speak. Also gaming at the same time, so yeah. So I just find it wrong.
Tried to call him like a lolly enjoyer, straight up, even though he's just 15.
That's crazy, considering the fact that one of their own mods is.
What the fuck?
I say
The character that was in his profile was 16 to 17.
Crazy.
That's crazy. But that's coming out of them when one of their own mods was caught flirting with teenagers is crazy.
And they have the nerve to cause ads.
I saw another post that was actual fake evidence against my friend Burbinger, trying to spread the fact that he's like racist for Discord games. He doesn't even use Discord in the first place.
I really hate when people do that. Just they'll do anything just to make someone look bad, and they get self-righteousness out of it. Like, oh, hey, I'm right, even though I'm like.
Okay, Jade, why are you in the live chat instead of just talking in the server?
Worst things to do. If we post fake evidence, we will not be trusted and we will not succeed. After all, why trust somebody to say something that's actually real when they have posted 600 pieces of fake information?
Oh,
So
Halo,
do
by the way,
not
listen.
fake evidence.
Hey,
What?
listen, your girl said something in chat. If hate was gone, then the world would be a much better place. But sadly, some people base their whole personality on hating people and doing whatever they can to make life miserable for everyone else.
Honey, when the world starts going to peace and we all become sunshine and rainbows, trust me, I'll shut down the weapons factory and I'll start putting up bricks for baby hospitals.
Honestly, when there's quote-unquote world peace, I'm pretty sure the Antichrist is back.
Yeah, real.
Yes.
Kind of vexed though.
You use those
No.
bricks, and you build brick walls, and then you throw those babies at those walls.
What?
Brick by brick.
We're just gonna. Hey, what's the server mute button do?
Whoa, what's this fancy little button do?
Here, we'll keep
Oh,
letting him
some
hear
dude
us
in the-
though.
Yeah, as you can see on the stream, some dude in the stream chat. That's such a real picture. Like it's like furries when they see a Nazi persona. I sleep when they see the anti-furry flag. Real stuff. Right there. Oh, we have to say something about this. You know, this flag is related to Nazism. Meanwhile, like a quarter of their community I like the funny German man, and I don't like these edgy 8-year-olds that like to.
You know how many
call
times
out.
I've seen like, let's literally,
Ridiculous.
no joke. There's a game on Steam called Furry Hitler, and there's
Yes,
two of
I
them.
know.
Not one, there's two of them.
Yeah.
And so bro,
See-
okay, you're calling us Nazis, like, man. Just.
Please.
I mean,
Crazy.
from my personal experience, okay, here's something.
There's a game called Sex with
A-ring.
I think it's pretty. I'm pretty sure Pornography has ruined everyone's perception of that man.
Oh my goodness, who's coming now?
I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere.
I mean, I think something important to mention is that, I mean, I don't identify with the community, but I don't shelter myself from it. So I do monitor sometimes, but a lot of people are like, you know, they're pretty like
I'm gone.
they're pretty left leaning. I think it's safe to say a lot are left leaning. And like on a compass, right?
And a lot of
thank
anti-furries
God.
are right wing.
Okay.
No, this is not what I'm saying. Because a lot of people I talk with, and I talk with like 50 different people, especially in like a server. None of them like appreciate. None of them appreciate Hitler. I never see anyone doing that. I mean, on Twitter and Reddit, you're on Twitter and Reddit. What else? Like you're looking. You're actively searching for it.
Okay.
But it's really difficult to see it in the wild, in my experience.
Okay.
About
Closing thoughts
that,
here.
It depends on how do you search. If you just scratch the surface and you see already this type of content, you know that there is more in the deep of it. Sorry for my bad pronunciation.
It's okay. No, you sound like a foreigner.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's
No,
alright.
you're fine. Don't worry. You're Brazilian.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It
Yeah,
shouldn't
that's fine.
matter that someone is from any country.
I'm not saying it
We're
matters.
all
I was just-
inclusive.
No, I'm just saying
No,
it's.
no, 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 no. Don't, no, no. Don't worry.
Careful, guys. Jesus.
No, it's fine. No. But
We're just saying we understand.
yeah, I get that, but like, as it's hard to scratch the surface. But the thing is, as a furry myself, of course, it's hard to have people who are anti-furry to have like, you know, a diverse friend group because most of them, you know, hate me.
Okay. We'll let you
But-
finish, and then there's something else I want to bring up.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, it's just. I know you said scratching the surface part, but even then, I only scratched the surface. I scratched the surface from both communities, and I see a lot more, you know, that immaturity, Hail Hitler shit on this end. So
Okay. Random says
That
the
also-
problem
I mean-
is that people who actually have the influence don't care. I'd like to add to that. People who have influence usually are also the problem. Am I wrong with that?
yeah,
Well, the problem, of course, they don't care.
We've seen
People
that
with
a
influence,
lot
Eventually, they get hungry.
with people who run the sites like Dragoneer, people who run for Affinity, people who run the conventions. We've seen it on the people who run YouTube channels, most famous of which is Kuro. But now recently we have Nitro Lord too.
I mean, yeah.
It's
a
just
lot of
that the
peop- a lot of
people-
do anything. As I said, this is a common term. You sell your soul for popularity, right? You sell your soul to the camera, all right? And it's a big problem within both communities, but especially with a community as volatile as the furry community, it's a lot bigger, and that's fair.
I mean, listen. There is people in the both sides that have apology of Nazism. You can see, I think it was in the 90s, around that. Those were called furry raiders or something like that. So what they did, they took most of the aspects of the Nazism of Hitler and tried to input as a
What's going on in Europe?
ideology on this on the community, but I didn't search much of it because I didn't find a lot of information. also the same guy nowadays denied that they have any relation with that Charlie Chaplin guy. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I think they have. I think there's a section on that in the anti-furry docs.
Of what?
The
In
what
the
doc?
anti-furry docs, I'm pretty sure there's a section on the
Your document, Halo. How'd you forget?
on the furry readers.
Yes.
Pretty sure that's where I read it at.
Yep, there is.
Yeah, that's the reason I even know about this shit.
Yeah.
And the doc is, for all intents and purposes, the best way to move forward. I wholeheartedly believe.
The doc is it's great, honestly.
Yeah, I really enjoyed reading it. It was
No, I read it too.
I wouldn't say enjoy reading. It's the good word to put out there.
Hey guys, you know if we should make a video just reading the whole ass doc, so people don't.
Actually, that makes me think. I actually have I had a real life video I was gonna post that I had to
Yeah, I'll be back
scrap.
in a bit. I'm doing some college stuff right now.
I would dare it.
Now's the time to do it during the stream. So I'm gonna come back. Maybe not. We'll see.
Read it out and just like make separate
We'll crash out.
of that and make them into
Here, actually, hold on.
I'm saying it's 2.2.
I'm actually gonna give you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes look here. Let's see here. Where is it?
Oh, let me see.
Where is it? Somewhere in here. To go through my own YouTube channel to find it right here.
Oh,
I will warn you, it's bad. It is bad.
If I don't pee rank this, I'm gonna get so
The
mad.
video quality is bad.
No, like,
It's like a work in progress.
let me also find the, here, we'll go over the script instead. You guys can watch that horrible thing. I'm not publicly addressing that. Yeah, there's the link. For anybody watching the stream, you can pull that link directly, and it will take you to it. Okay, where is it? Right here.
The only thing that I'm very frustrated about the anti-furry movement is the fact that we spread the message. There is no problem. There is people that is going to accept it. There is people that is not going to accept it, or others that will have a different perspective. That is fine, but the problem is that even if we spread the information, we don't give to them a like solution. Let's just say
Real quick, black screen, I know. Just real quick.
blacklist. Let's just say this blacklist will have people that cannot go to conventions. So I think they also don't make solutions for the problems, and we don't give solutions for them either.
We
Yeah.
thought of enough problems. Now let's think of the solutions. Let's think how to fix them. Anyway, let's also think about burn first.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Slideshow. Here we are.
Oh yeah, just so you know, my brother has to go do some college application.
We're gonna work on this
application
right
stuff.
now.
Yeah, I heard him
Oops.
say that.
Whoa, what the fuck?
And I'm hungry.
That's weird.
Try to eat something.
All the activities.
Okay, here, all of you can watch with me.
I had some gushers. They were really nice.
Negative 13 GPA activity.
0.13. Bro, the F students are inventors, man.
Here's the stream.
I'm telling you.
Are they imitating the dog?
Alright.
Well, guys, I will have to go. Have a good day and a good night.
Okay. So I put up that video, but we're gonna go over it again.
Good night. Good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye.
Alright, this is all public.
Dobranok.
Let's see here. Okay. First IRL vid, whatever. Concerns, comments. Okay.
Nope.
Anti-Furry started out with their first document account about in the early 1990s, chat sites, whatever. You can follow along. I posted the doc for this in the chat.
Oh, right, you did.
As being mundane or saying people, although this would be quickly changed, website linked to them to two other primary anti-furry sites at the time. Crush, Yift, Destroy, and Something Awful, with neither surviving past 2005. After this, in 2006, a new branch of anti-furries would emerge, calling themselves the Anti-Furry Coalition, with the goal to protect families and communities through education and community action, going so far as to create merchandise, websites, and even its own wiki for page. Eventually culminating in 2011 to a petition from furries that demanded that Anti-Furry Coalition and all subsequent anti-furries be shut down, claiming it will garner 1 million signatures. As of February 2025, 14 years later, it has received 128 out of its total 1 million. Although they would still get their wish, with the Anti-Furry Coalition largely ceasing operations in mid-2012. Between these years, not really much happened. Kiwi Farms got established in 2013, but they are more anti-everything, as well as Rainforest in 2015, which Internet Historian has covered this pretty well. I'm sure everybody has seen this by now.
I've seen the video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just shut down the coalition for hating them.
No one likes Rainforest.
Okay. 2018. Gamers vs. Furry War. Pinning anti-furries in the spotlight once more. But for everybody who had social media. 3 years later, the first modern anti-flag flag was documented. Uploaded to Wikipedia in 2021 by Joseph Skurnoff, marking the beginning of the modern anti-furry movement. This was followed by an explosion of anti-furry popularity in 2022, sorry. Okay. And now in the script, let's take a step back here and look at the crowd we've gathered, so more in terms of common insults around anti-furries, that all anti-furries are Nazis. Now observe as I show you a delicious pie. In quotes, explain pie graph. Listen, I never said that this was very polished. But yeah, this is from the video I posted going over 100 YouTube channels and seeing which anti-furry ones were Nazis and which ones weren't. 3% were Nazis, 15 had singular examples, and 82 showed no signs.
I don't think I saw the video, but I saw the video.
But then I hear some of you say, well, why does the flag look like a Nazi flag then? If they aren't Nazis, and I'll tell you, I've done my research, and I can confidently say that the only neo-Nazi flag it resembles is the infamous Black Sun. Dun dun dun. More particularly, the version used.
The only anti-furry flag. That's just like one of them.
No, I get it. No. Please, hold your applause till the end. Please.
It's only the color pattern though.
I get to that. Hold on. I'm reading this off my phone right now. A version of the flag used unofficially once and then quickly replaced by two flags that look nothing like the anti-furry flag at all. Not to mention it contains a completely different symbol, which by any flag standards oh my goodness words. Any flag standards established in the past 1,300 years would tell you that it's a different flag. Correct?
Yes. They will say that their flag is a Nazi.
But
and because of the colors.
But for those of you who have really done your research, you'll know that it actually comes from the anarchist Belarusian flag from 2016 that was also used once, and they're plagued by a flag that looks nothing like it. But if you really dig into this, you know that it actually comes from a flag for an unregistered group from 1994 to 1996 called the Right Revenge. This flag. Who then became a Christian anti-liberal advocacy group and changed their flag to this one, which doesn't look similar at all. If it's on a white background, so you can't really tell, but this is white on red. But let's give it a shot anyways, shall we? So, to make really sure we're seeing this from the perspective of a fandom, the anti-furry flag, despite having a completely different symbol, having a completely different meaning, and only resembling any of these previous flags in background color, means that this is a neo-Nazi group. Well, then that means we also have to point out all the neo-Nazis living amongst us, right? Which includes Amsterdam, Trinidad and Tobago, Pugplat, and the unofficial flag for fallen firefighters in the United States. Which, I know, I hear you saying, it's unofficial, but so is the last three. So, does it really matter? Which, if we do the math here, it gives us a giant total of about 3.5 million Nazis. Yikes. Who could have known that furries were actually trying to expose the largest Nazi ring of all time? I actually need to remember where I am in the slide. Okay, right here.
Actually, what did that be? What did that mean?
My soul.
Prime soul.
All right. So maybe the flag itself isn't based on any neo-Nazi or anarchist roots. But what about its creator? I mean, even he says it himself that he's a Nazi. Well, I hate to break... Do I not have this in dark mode? I do. Well, I hate to break it to you, but if you actually read the lines a little further, it says it doesn't matter if you're a communist, Nazi, Democrat, Republican, or whatever. It just matters that we all come together and try to end the furry fandom once and for all. Which implies pretty heavily that he didn't care for political motivation at all, i.e. he wasn't a Nazi.
Wow.
So, to recap, the anti-furry community...
Something for its origins. We should date something for what it currently is and its origins.
So, to recap, the anti-furry community... All of it, yes. This whole script is derived off of me literally going through the docs. So to recap, the anti-furry community, while having its bad raps, isn't founded in the ideals of Nazism or anarchy. Moving on to that, let's go over to furries. Furries, or more specifically, anthropomorphic animals, have been a concept for as long as storytelling has been, with mythical creatures, gods, and other fantasy beings invoking a sense of great unknown that plagued early humanity. Did I write this? I don't remember writing this. This feels like something I wrote with ChatGPT. Anyways, let's not. Fears of not knowing what be lurking, understanding things the way you do. Now, this will of course change as we progress, with the term switching from anthropomorphic animals to furries being a fairly recent in the grand scheme of things, including cartoons and books. You might know that they say that it came from way back, but as I stated in the docs, most of the ideals that were shown in say ancient Egypt or the Greeks actually more closely align with other kin, and that more religious belief, more so than it would be a hobby or a term of art. Where were we? Let's see here.
We getting a history lesson?
No. Actually, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. You all know that. You all know the history behind furries. Furries, Fritz the Cat, Omaha, porn, literal porn, Anthrocon,
And more porn.
furry mucks, burn furs. Burn furs were pretty much the kind of middle ground between an anti-furry and a furry. They wanted the fandom to still exist, but they believed that they needed the purge and not safe for work side. Most modern burn furs don't share this ideal anymore. Don't be confused. If somebody says they're a burn fur, they don't share this ideal as the previous burn furs do. There's very little actual pure burn furs left.
Okay, I was about to say.
More porn from Anthrocon. Discord! I don't think I need to explain Discord why it's bad. Let's see here.
The Discord chats and those, I was disgusted.
Let's see.
Yo, Chad, do y'all use Discord?
Okay, wait,
I do not use Discord. Never used Discord a day in my life. I never used Discord a day in my life, guys. I promise. On everything, on phone app.
Everyone who shouldn't be talking.
Okay.
Okay.
Zoophilia.
Random had a question. What is a new burn fur?
Persian Arts is the best example I can give you right now. Persian Arts pre-expose video that I put out would have been classified as a burn fur. Somebody who's still associating with the fandom, but wishes to disambiguate the fandom from its not safe for work side. Completely.
Yep.
So, say you, Risco, you're more of a neutral on this, like you have your own little group, right?
Yeah.
A burn fur is somebody who's actively going after the people who promote not safe for work content. Does that make more sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm more loyal to the Constitution than anything.
Okay. That's a patriot right there.
True patriot.
True patriot. Okay. Let's see here. So what we have established effectively is that neither side here are saints. But to be brutally honest, there ever really isn't a good true. Oh my goodness. There isn't really ever a true good guy in situations like these. I think it's enough with the history lessons, though. I think it's finally time we address the elephant in the room. Boom, zoophilia, and by extension, bestialities are problems that the fandom has statistically faced for quite some time, with the fandom having a confirmed 50% comparison through multiple studies and surveys. But if you recall from what we covered on anti-furries, that's awfully similar to the percentage of Nazis that we have. Well, if we actually take a closer look here, boom. So, I'm actually going to have to get my mouse out here. You can see my mouse, right? Non-Nazi, non-Duzilic. Pretty similar numbers. Now,
Yeah.
confirm Nazis, confirm zoophiles. Non-confirmed Nazis, partial zoophiles.
Disclaimer: the first graph is based on absolutely nothing.
This graph?
What the fuck is a partial?
That's my own research right there, GD, you piece of shit. I spent an hour researching that.
Wait, mine?
The non-Nazi?
Yeah. This is pulled directly off of my Nazis in the anti-furry community video.
My research comes
Yeah, so I went through YouTube and I literally brand new incognito account Fresh tab. And I look up in YouTube anti-space furry. And I literally go down the channel list, look through each channel, and then I conclude this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so for every one confirmed Nazi in the anti-furry community, statistically, there's 4 to 5 zoophiles. Let that sink in, especially for the furries watching right now on Reddit. Every time you've encountered the plentiful amount of Nazis within the anti-furry community, there are 5 zoophiles equal to it.
I would like to say
Per capita, yes.
The big numbers are not the numbers themselves, but percentages.
Yes. This is per capita. That's a per capita percentage. Okay? Because the anti-furry community is smaller than the furry community.
Even non-per capita.
Alright, I'm gonna go back to doing college stuff.
Okay.
I'm back.
Also, Halo, one thing. You want to do some realm shenanigans later?
Maybe. Where was it? Where was I? Okay. Speaking of percentages, let's look at the percentage of data documenting the not safe for work side of the fandom. Further, as you can see here, this is safe for work, not safe for work, blah 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 blah, all good stuff. As you can see here, the fandom has no shortage of history of taboo and sexual topics, even originating largely from one, which in a vacuum is not a bad thing. Adults are allowed to like adult things, and as such, it pains me to say it, zoophilia is legal in nearly a third of the states. But the problem arises when we look at statistics for where these topics have begun to be targeted at.
In 99% of the states, they just
Okay,
don't expect
my slides are fucked up.
that.
But yeah, here's the states. Zoophilia is a felony in orange states. Zoophilia is a felony and a misdemeanor in orange states. Alaska, you're a G. I would tell you what state this is, but I don't know. Zoophilia is a misdemeanor in yellow, and zoophilia is legal in white. Okay.
What's going on in Texas?
It's too much white.
What's going on in Texas? I thought they passed some law about like.
They might have. This might be an old graph. Okay.
I don't really think they expect people to be screwing their dog. Okay.
Okay, hold on. My slides are fucked up.
That's not really a problem.
I mean, I live in Illinois.
Okay, here it is.
I'm glad Maryland says it's a misdemeanor because Maryland is like, I live in Maryland and I hate it here.
Here we go. My slides are a little fucked up, but here we go.
Can you go back to the map of America? Can you go back to the American map?
31.38% of furries join the fandom while under the age of 18.
Hey, go to Utah's missed. Wait, is Utah? Okay, what is yellow again? Sorry.
Zoophilia is a misdemeanor.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. My slides are fucked up. That's okay.
31.38% of furries join the fandom while under 18. Estimated 550,000 to 650,000 minors.
Oh damn.
That's a third of the fandom, which paints a disturbing picture.
I know like three people who became furries in just like the last 3 years, and they're all going to the same school as me.
Now, of course, yes, a community is going to have minors in it, but the problem is exasperated when there's constant bills trying to be passed and then shot down that would help prevent minors from getting into these communities, that the community is actively pushing back on. E621 is more so enough than... Oh my gosh, words. E621 is the main contributor to pushing back on these types of bills. Add on to this, the fandom's insistence on keeping Cub separate from Lolly, which is underage furry pornography, and the picture only worsens here.
It's still child porn.
Closing thought. I feel like this is important to the closing thought. I don't know where I found this picture. I think I just looked up cringe furry drawing. This is the picture that came up.
Look at this menace right here. Look at this menace. He wants to burn down buildings.
Okay, closing thought. Now, this isn't accusing or targeting anyone. I firmly believe that we should be targeting the perpetrators, not the victims. That means that our target as a group should not be those who simply draw colorful animals or whatever it may be, but those who are actively allowing this to continue for their own gain, such as site admins as well as convention staff. These are people who not only actively know these things are happening, but are promoting it and yeah, whatever. But are promoting
I
it.
just realized this is a PowerPoint presentation.
Yes.
That took
But
way too long to
wait,
figure out.
but it's on the fucking, where is it? You guys have been talking too much. Here, where is it?
Can I post a meme in general?
Yeah. Can I post my lunch in general?
Do you not like the rest of your docs? 'Cause that sounded very short comparatively.
Well, I didn't go over any subdocs.
Well, not even the subdocs. You didn't even go over the pedophilia.
Here, we'll watch this. It's terrible. Because my mic is fucked up, so you can hear every time I breathe. But yeah, this is how it's supposed to be.
You know, why don't you just talk over the video? Like
Is that
get
you?
a microphone.
Yeah, this is
and
me.
you record yourself speaking
You own
over the
XMO?
video.
Huh?
You own what? I can't XM3. I can't pronounce the shotgun name because French sucks.
No, that's just an over-under Winchester.
No. That looks like a bubbled out XM30.
Stuff like that.
Vanelli. That's
big.
probably
They kind of.
Playing like the average game journalist.
You printed out the anti-furry.
Also, I remember this thing because I had to do.
Yeah, what he said. The Vanelli.
Wait, you printed out the anti-furry doctrine?
It's just a piece of paper duct taped to a Merriam-Webster.
Is that the?
But if you would know, where is it? Right here. Boom, printable version. In work in progress.
Halo,
Can I ask a question about the
You have the fake ID.
Okay.
The printable version is in work.
Yeah, I love the McLovin on his vest.
Does doc stand for doctrine or
Document.
No, document.
Okay. I think we gotta close up now. It's getting to that time. I think when it's all time, we all say goodbye to Risco.
No.
Hold on, let me post my lunch in chat because I feel like it.
Oh my gosh! Finally, get him out! Get him out!
Appreciate your input though.
Leave.
Okay, bye.
Wait, my lunch.
Don't worry, you'll still be in the server. You'll still be in the server. We're just gonna lock you up.
Alright, goodbye.
Okay. Halo, you know that you can record over the video, right?
Yes, I do.
The one with the.
And I'm going to do that.
saying stuff.
Yes, I do, and I'm going to do that. Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Finally, he's gone.
If you really need it, I can edit
Okay,
it.
goodbye.